Hello everybody, today on this map that I made with the world, we will be having an event where everybody will spawn at a random location all across the world, and they can have wars, treaties, and make nations, and and one thing, I will be creative, and I can trade them because there's really not that many resources on this map that they can all collect. Caleb started in a northern part of Canada, and he is currently just gathering wood. Charlie has started in a part of China, just next to Japan, and he is currently running around really trying to decide what to do. Trent has started in France. Charlie is the first one to really start mining iron. Caleb is mining iron too, but with a different plan, as he is going through the Atlantic Ocean to mine iron. Charlie has acquired diamonds. I see now that Caleb is crossing the Atlantic Ocean, and who knows if they will meet, if he will meet Charlie. He's headed up to the Arabian Peninsula. Oh, he has met Charlie. And it looks like they have a peace agreement from what I can tell. They are walking happily together now. They've gotten a huge load of diamonds, which is currently in the middle of Africa. Trent is currently now leaving and trying to figure out where to go, and I think he's going to cross the Atlantic. Oh, he has run into Charlie. See, are they going to... Oh, no, they're fighting. Oh, Charlie does not want to be friends. Looks like there may be a truce, as Packers is not really... Oh, no. Probably not. Nope, he's headed over to Britain with Trent. Oh, they're fighting on Britain. Oh, and now he's here to help back up. Oh, they're both fighting Trent. Wow. Oh, no, Caleb's leaving. Doesn't want to fight Trent, I guess. But Charlie is really determined to kill Trent. Trent is now escaping over towards North America. Trent is getting his first wood in the United States right now. Trent is now working his way up to Greenland. Don't really know what he's going to do from there. I'll just follow him, see where he's going. Maybe he'll build a base there. That'll be a cool base spot. Oh, no. Looks like he's going back to Europe. Charlie has noticed him, and he does not look very happy about him being on their territory. Oh, he has a diamond sword, and he's fighting back. Does not want him here. Oh, and Trent has died. And Charlie has taken all of his belongings. Trent has respawned. He does not look very happy. Another clash is about to happen in the top of Africa as they're moving into Europe now. He's headed over to see if his grave is still there, but it is not. He is not going to be very happy about this. He has reached the end of Russia and does not know what to do now. He's about to get killed again for a second time. He's chilling out in the water, and it looks like Charlie has actually left. So maybe he can get back to a different place and build a base somewhere. Charlie and Caleb are now both in Africa doing some mining to get more resources and become more powerful. It looks like another clash is actually about to break out in the top of Africa. It looks like Trent might want peace, but Charlie does not want peace, I guess. Caleb is just mining away, does not care about what's happening around him. And it looks like Trent... Oh, they're about to battle in the Atlantic Ocean. Trent is retreating to Antarctica, and Charlie is close behind with Caleb way in the back. No, he's just going over to South America, does not really care what's going on. It looks like Charlie is going to let him stay at Antarctica. This will now be Trent's base. Charlie has bought a mystery box for me for 3 iron and got leather boots and chainmail armor. Trent is currently mining away in the mountains of South America, and Charlie has just showed up. I don't know if he's going to like all this, because Charlie does not want him getting any resources. And by the way, that chest that I just showed, chests will be hidden all around the map, and every once in a while I'll refill them and stuff, so that way people can get loot, because like I said, this is on a super flat world, and there's just not many resources anywhere. It looks like Charlie and Caleb have made a temporary alliance with Trent, as they are just gathering resources together. Well, that alliance was quickly broken, because moments later, now they are all chasing him through the Atlantic. Trent will probably be retreating back to his home base, and I do not know if they will follow him or retreat back to their own mines. Charlie's still back there, so it's mainly just Caleb and Trent here in this battle. The other two have stopped in Africa, and Trent is now almost back at his home base. It looks like they're now leaving Africa, coming straight for Trent. And Trent is trying to break my event and exit the barriers. There was nothing out there, so there is no point in that, but I guess he's trying. Caleb is... Oh, now he's building stuff at the bottom. Oh, and Trent jumped down before Caleb could block it all off. Looks like there's about to be a duel here, and Trent has died again. They are going to loot all of Trent's island. After looting, they are now retreating back toward Africa, and it looks like from there they might be going to Asia. Trent is back, and he wants all of his loot. And what's gonna... Oh, he dropped a pickaxe. This Trent... Oh, no. Trent doesn't just want his pickaxe. He wants all his stuff. He wants revenge. He killed him. And, oh, there's Charlie. And he killed him. Wow. It is now a race to get back there and get the loot. They are both right next to each other after crossing the Atlantic, and they are now crossing the Mediterranean, headed over toward Asia. It looks like reinforcements have arrived as Charlie has showed up to stop Trent from getting into their area. Trent is hitting all... Oh, and Trent has been killed another time. Trent, mad about his defeat, is trying to break my event once more as he is on the top of the bedrock. I am now changing world spawn to Greenland because I just think that fits as a better location. Trent is on the top of the walls nearing the Asia area. Don't know what he's doing up there. Oh, it looks like Caleb found one of my secret chests. Charlie is headed across the Atlantic to meet up with his friend. Trent has jumped from the ceiling into the water and is now looking around Asia to see if there is a base, and if so, if he can loot it. There isn't much around here, though. Trent is now running back to the Americas. Oh, and Charlie has come out of nowhere. Again, he has the most powerful sword, with Trent having nothing, and he has a diamond sword. Trent is now headed towards Japan. He has passed Japan, and it looks like he's swimming towards the wall. There's nothing over there, but who knows what his plan is. He is now just below Australia, with Charlie still on his tail, trying to head back to his home base. For some reason, he is moving past his base, not even going over there, and it looks like Caleb has come out of nowhere again, also joining in on the chase. He went under South America and is now headed straight towards Point Nemo. Man, it would be way easier if one of these people just crafted a boat. He is now about to reach Hawaii, but I'm pretty sure the chest has already been looted. This means there will be no sword for him to fight back. He's now over the top of Canada, and it looks like Caleb is about to catch up to him because he was on the land, cutting him off in front. Trent is somehow still evading these guys. Now it looks like he's probably headed back toward his base, and it looks like Caleb has quit the chase. Headed up towards South America. In the meantime, I gave Caleb a lot of obsidian for a lot of diamonds, and in the background you should be able to see their name tags of him being chased over through the Pacific. After this, Charlie was very excited to see the obsidian and quit the chase, and Trent was now moving back toward his base. Trent thought he was safe, but you can see Charlie over in South America headed over toward Antarctica, and Charlie is trying to evade them again, not wanting a fight. Now you can see that one of my friends joined late, but Trent is actually fleeing in South America, and Charlie here is trading me. Trent here is paid for another mystery box, so I am giving him an iron sword, a shield, and some armor. Here you can see another person joined late. As night started falling once again, Charlie and Caleb started building a base in the corner of the map over here, and they were trying to go to the Nether. After I got them all set up, Royal Fox over here spawned in Russia, and an Awful Clock spawned over here in Nepal. As these two were just chilling over here, Trent was over here with armor, ready to fight because he would not forget what happened in the past. Charlie and Caleb were fortifying their base. They knew Trent was close, but they did not know exactly where he was, so Charlie was out searching for him. Trent realized they knew his plan, so he quickly retreated and went with Awful and Royal next to Australia. Charlie eventually realized he was really far away and retreated back to their base. As this was happening, I continued to trade with them some more. Trent, now realizing they thought he was not coming, he decided to start moving over toward that area. But Trent decided he would wait till morning, and while I was waiting for all that to happen, I watched those guys take apart Japan. Charlie and Caleb were still kind of scared, and they wanted to trade me more so they could fortify their base better. After seeing some of that, Trent quickly realized he's going to need way better armor, so he traded me and got more iron. Trent was now at his base, staring over at their base, thinking what to do. Charlie saw Trent, decided to start moving over towards him. Trent started moving over to their base, not knowing that Charlie was right behind him. Trent finally heard something because he turned around and he gave him a diamond pickaxe, and armor, and food. I was not expecting that turn of events. It looks like they may be alliance now. Still, they continue to fortify their base in case other threats emerge. I was distracted by all this that I never really went and saw the other two, and well, they really actually started building something. Don't really know what they're building, but building something. And then I noticed that somebody took apart most of Saudi Arabia. So, yeah. I'm assuming it was them because right after I flew back and they're filling it with sand, so yeah. Trent is now building up some sort of house. Every time I come over here, this gets stronger and stronger. Who knows where this is going? I came back to check on these guys, and all of a sudden Charlie was running straight over to him. Oh, he's crouching up and down. That's peace. So, guess he wants peace with those guys. With the lava buckets I gave him earlier, they are now dumping him down to protect their base, but I think he miscalculated because it's about to go straight into their base. I don't think he realizes his mistake yet, because he's not really trying to fix it. From what I could tell now, these guys are trying to clear all the water out. Charlie has come back and is confused as to what the heck is happening here, and I think Caleb is now realizing his mistake. Looks like they fixed it now to go around. That looks a lot better now. These guys' base is so heavily fortified, it's going to take a lot of power to take these guys down. Trent is now building an actual home on his island that he's claimed, which is Antarctica. These guys are now getting farther into their project. Now that the sun has rose, Charlie has been seen collecting resources throughout Asia. Royal and Awful are getting farther in on their project. This chest here has not been looted yet, but I'm pretty sure they don't need any of the stuff because it's really early game stuff. Trent's house looks complete. I realized these guys were way out of coal and had none left, so I was secretly putting tons of coal all over Greenland, and well, I didn't expect anybody to find me, but I mean, I was kind of obvious about it now that I really think about it. And yeah, the guy over there, I think it was Charlie, he ended up seeing me and told everybody, and they all showed up and started grabbing coal. But yeah, I placed a lot of coal. Then my last friend joined really late, and well, I flew back to go see him, and they were just taking all the coal, and he was probably pretty confused as to why there were a ton of people that just showed up and started taking all the coal when he spawned there. After this, Charlie started making diplomatic talks with Taco Man. I don't know if it went too well, because Charlie started chasing him and he had to get on a boat. Then he passed by Trent's base and was greeted by Trent and by Awful Clock. Trent got on the boat with them, and then he rowed over towards Antarctica. Then Trent stole the boat and started punching the Taco Man. The Taco Man started running, and Awful Clock tried to control the situation, but Trent was hungry for murder. The Taco Man stopped in the water, hoping to try and get Trent to stop, but Trent just punched him again. He was now trying to flee through the ocean, and again, Awful Clock trying to control and stop all the madness. Trent really did not care, though. He jumped up on Antarctica and was, now he was mad at Awful Clock. Then suddenly Trent stopped, realized what he had done, and just went back to his base instead of giving them something. Now Awful Clock and his team have declared that they want to be a peaceful nation. It looks like the Taco Man has joined the team with them. For the rest of the day, nothing happened, but it looks like Trent has come back to them to give them a gift, a lava bucket, because he feels sorry for attacking. Charlie was now headed over to them to see what the commotion was. After seeing what was happening, Charlie was leaving to go report back to his teammate. At the same time, Trent was headed back toward his base. Caleb and Charlie's base has now been upgraded very well. Very good looking base, and it looks like they're building an enchantment room now. Trent's base also has an enchantment room on the outside. Thank you for watching this one. Please stay tuned for the second part, which should be coming out sometime soon. I have hidden ancient debris, one on every single continent. Charlie started off by running straight over to the wooden bridge next to Trent's base and decided to just start burning it. I do not know why, but he wanted to burn it. The entire bridge is basically now destroyed. Charlie got the first ancient debris, which was hidden on Australia. After this, Charlie ran through the forest and then found this weird post. He was going to walk away, and then he thought twice about it and decided to come back, and he started questioning why it was there. He mined it, and there was an ancient debris under it. I went over to see what Caleb was doing, and he was glitching back outside of the world again. Don't really know what he was doing, though. Then Caleb built a new passage into his base, which you just have to swim under the water to get through the base. After this, Kipton joined the server and spawned on Greenland. He was trying to figure out what to do when Caleb just raced right past him. Then Caleb asked if he wanted to join their team, and they were talking about the base, and Kipton thought it looked pretty cool. They left Kipton, though, to go to their nether portal and didn't tell him how to get in, and, well, yeah, he died. After this, he decided he wanted to be alliance with them, but he wanted his own team, so he went to go look for a spot to build a base. And then he was met by Caleb once again, who decided to give him some things to help him start out. At this moment, some dude named Mr. Pink joined, and well, none of us really knew who he was, and when we quickly went to chat and explained him the rules, and he agreed. He quickly went to raid Trent's base, who was actually not online at the time. At the same time, Caleb and Charlie were renovating their house and trying to make it bigger. Mr. Pink was now crossing the Atlantic, headed straight over to the United States. He met up with Kipton, who knew what his intentions were. All of a sudden, he took out a sword and started hitting Kipton. Kipton was very surprised, not realizing he was there because he was looking through his inventory and started to run. They were now in boats headed down the side of South America, and Kipton made a quick turn towards Point Nemo. Mr. Pink quickly caught up and started hitting Kipton over and over again, and then he died. Mr. Pink gathered all the loot of Kipton, and then he just left the game. Kipton was disappointed to see nothing good of his loot when he returned. Kipton decided he would like to build a tree house in the tree in Florida. Then he just randomly started towering up. He got really high up, too. He paid me a lot of iron to build these vines that go all the way down so we could climb up and down. After this, Charlie found another piece of ancient debris in North America. After this, Charlie and Caleb finished remodeling the outside of their base. They were still working on some parts of the inside, though. Kipton also came to visit their base. Right after this, Brayden joined the game and he spawned in the United States. He ran up onto the mountains and saw Charlie and Caleb's base looming in the distance. Then he ran to go gather resources on the other side of the world. After that, Charlie started moving all their horses. Right after this, Charlie and Brayden met. They decided they wanted peace with one another. Brayden started building a base in the Pacific Ocean near Australia. After this, Peyton joined the game and he also spawned in the United States. He started by going over to Antarctica, but after finding nothing at Trent's base, he moved over to Africa. Brayden's base was actually starting to turn out somewhat decent. Then Kipton and Peyton met. They made peace by giving each other resources. Then Peyton changed his skin to this monstrosity. As I was trading Peyton, Brayden came out of nowhere and hid behind him. Peyton had no idea he was behind him, and I did not say anything. After this, Peyton somehow still did not notice and was just messing around with the dogs. Then at Awful Clock's base, Brayden started punching Peyton. After a long chase, he was killed in Russia. Just the next day, Brayden was chasing him again. As they entered Turkey, Peyton died. Out of nowhere, I saw Caleb drinking a potion, and he had a totem and tons of good armor, and then he just started running towards a group of people. First, he found Peyton, and with 2 hits, he killed him. Then he found Kipton in Africa. Kipton was trying to evade him as he ran through Europe. Then Kipton died. This means Caleb had broken the alliance with Kipton. After this rampage, Caleb ran back to his base, with Kipton already trying to enter the base. Charlie had absolutely no idea what was going on, and he saw Caleb trying to fight Kipton. Kipton realized he was outnumbered and he didn't have any gear, so he decided to leave. After this, Caleb and Charlie got stuck on the outside of the world border again. After they got back in, Charlie controlled the situation and forced Caleb to give Kipton back his items. While Kipton was getting his items back, Peyton showed up outside. He had no idea how to enter though and died of lava. As Kipton was leaving, Peyton started coming back. Charlie was not happy though and killed him. After this, Charlie realized that somebody had let out all of their horses by breaking the gate. As night was falling, Charlie was running around North America questioning people. Then he found out it was Peyton. Peyton was killed. Peyton was mad and came back, but Charlie with a way better loot killed him again. Peyton then came back for a 3rd time and started punching horses. Charlie and Caleb then killed him again. Kipton, Brayden, and Caleb were then talking on the top of Kipton's tree. Brayden was going up to Kipton's base with him, and then Caleb started breaking some of the things to get up. Kipton fixed it though, but then Caleb got mad and started breaking all of the blocks to get up. Kipton's base was now stranded way up high. As the next day came, Caleb saw Peyton trying to get into their base and shot him with his bow. Kipton was building a giant bridge to go down into the flat world outside of the barriers from his base, with the remaining blocks that he had in his chests. Peyton was very mad that he kept losing, and he kept staring down at Charlie thinking when he got attacked next. He jumped down and was cornered by Charlie and Caleb, and Brayden came to help. And they ended up killing him. Caleb then decided he wanted no more people to have wood and started to burn every tree. Then as night fell, Caleb dug a hole to the void.